Welcome to a special dance, workout, cooking event, and drinking some tea with yours truly, Adrian H. Dragonborn, being reborn. With every step, every push up, every hawk, every squat is yours truly, Adrian Hanna Dragon. Androgynous, pansexual founder of the dancing goddess. And the Dragon Empire. Which are one empire under the sun, and the stars, under the moon, on earth. For world peace, international justice, and global freedom, via creating the two institutions of the International Integrated Dance League, aka the Dancing Goddess Army, to organize mass dancing events in order to mass clean the oceans, rivers, waterways, lakes, forests, mountains, valleys, oceans thereof. Thus attain harmony between civilization and nature in complementary covenant cooperative institution with the International Citizen Integrated Social Security Force, aka the Dragon Army, in order to secure the three essential elements of civilization, which are food, housing, and transport for all via public-private partnership. And my theory put into practice of debt refusion, DEBT, refusing all private and public debt. My private debt is about $10,000. If I'm X1, you're X2, and there's hundreds of thousands, millions, hundreds of millions of X's here from North America, the Americas, NATO, North Atlantic Treaty Organization member countries, and throughout the world for that matter. And all the public debt, which is the local, such as if Y would represent Y1 Canada, Y2 United States, Y3 Germany, Y4 Israel, and so on and so forth. So taking all the private and the public debt, refusing it by biometrics in order to take that number, whatever all the private and public debt is, taking all that number, refusing it, and with that number crediting the global central bank to issue universal unit of exchange, preferably by biometrics. The hand, the voice, and the eye are unique biometrics identifiers in parallel in order to finance the two complementary cooperative institutions of the International Integrated Dance League, aka the Dancing Goddess Army, complementary covenant cooperative institution to the Dragon Army, officially titled International Citizen Integrated Social Security Force, in order to attain world peace, international justice, and global freedom, and ensure and secure freedom by securing the three elements of civilization, essential elements of civilization for all via this public and private partnership. Those three elements are food, housing, and transport for all, with allocation of easy to maneuver food distributed by the Dragon Army, and of course the housing, not to be easy to move with simple and effective rules efficient, such as XYZ allowed per bi-weekly, monthly transportation allocation per individual citizens of different ages, groups of the standards and security and hygiene in public, encouraging all to get tested, get vaccinated. Yours truly on COVID, first and foremost, don't know what caused COVID. Second, believe it was snakes to human beings. And third, since do not know for sure, cannot rule out another possibility. What do know 100% without a doubt is that yours truly, world peace advocate, independent student, scholar of history, war, civilization, geopolitics, and independent security analyst and theorist before COVID, 93 days before COVID, back in October 2019, had analyzed the situation worldwide and had come to the conclusion, after my analysis, taking into consideration events such as the US-China trade war began by the Trump administration in 2018, had taken into consideration those factors, including the arrest of Meng Wanzhou, the chief financial officer of Huawei, had become the biggest telecommunications smartphone equipment maker in parallel to Apple and Samsung. Consequently, the arrest of the two Michaels, Michael Spavor and Michael Kovic, detained in China by authorities in China as a non-admitted response, quid pro quo for us Canadians here, the RCMP, detaining and arresting Meng Wanzhou in order to honor an extradition treaty with the United States of America, of which about 17 days ago it was the exchange. Meng Wanzhou was released, of course, and not admittingly, it was not admitted, but a few hours after, the two Michaels, Michael Spavor, Michael Kovic, were subsequently released from detention in China. So back in 2019, I had analyzed these events, took the historical events such as Pearl Harbor into consideration, and came to the conclusion that we, North America, Western world, the world for that matter, is on a path to World War III. And so paradoxically, in a parallel providential way, had created the workout training program officially titled General War Integrated Total Body Training System, of which I have performed 213 sessions so far in my underground room, office, and temple. And now in the coming days, weeks, and months ahead, I'm doing them, of course, in the exterior, whether on the mountains in nature or in the urban jungle in civilization. I'm glad this Hawk Island, formerly known as Montreal, still got big trees, which are the hairs on the goddess's body, who dances with her brother sun to make, create, and produce all ALL fruits, vegetables, and legumes, even those that I'm about to slow cook right now in the coming minutes, in which our brothers and sisters, farmers, harvest for us to build, maintain, and upgrade civilization. Although in past lives have had experience as a farmer by the Nile, by the Danube in ancient Egyptian empire, harvesting fruits, legumes, vegetable, wheat to make and grapes and to feed the priestesses, and by the Danube to feed the Roman legions, and in ancient Babylon and ancient empires, ancient nations. I had experience as a farmer. In this life I've realized how fucking useless I can fucking be, and how important also the basics are, such as food and nutrition, for us to build, maintain, or upgrade civilization. And thus I'm telling the leaders of the free world in the parliament, senates, that they gotta go. And they say they gotta go where you gonna go? East, west, north, south, and guess, and massage and wash the feet and kiss the hands of the farmers, our brothers and sisters who harvest those legumes and fruits. In theory, say, worst case scenario, World War III, nuclear war, etc., etc., worst case scenarios, global economic crash. I do have some experience in this life. Millennial, world's greatest living dancing, millennial rainbow pulling, yours truly, LGBTQ. I have some experience in urban farming, so have in theory some knowledge how to plant, how to harvest, how to take care of tomatoes, potatoes, and other crops and legumes. Yeah, I do have some experience, not totally, but in some cases I'm useless, and we are interdependent, and I'm grateful for having this room, house, and temple, and pay affordable rent to my friend, oftentimes teacher, the one I love and call sister, who actually got me this. And this I found on the streets of Montreal. This I also found, and about to get going. Yours truly, Adrian, Dragan. Let's start it, rock and roll. Put some water. Gotta thank my friend, my oftentimes teacher, the one I love and call sister, for providing me filters for yours truly to drink clear, pure, healthy water, which I'm gonna heat. I'm gonna heat in order to make some tea, and the tea that I'm gonna make is tea actually product of Egypt, from Egypt, where I was incarnated in many past lives. No, do not ask me. I have my own theories, but do not ask me if I was the one pushing those big tons of rocks to build those sacred, mysterious pyramids, of which paradoxically, in 2021, with all the satellites, internet, telecommunications that which we do have, we still do not know how the pyramids were built. But I can reveal you that they're not just tombs, but they are also temples, and that I was a servant to the priestesses of Isis, Hathor, Sekhmet. Yes, it was an honor and a privilege to attend to the needs of the priestesses, such as clean their quarters, wash them, bathe them, and prepare food, such as or tea or beer. Well, beer, they had the secrets. They were making a lot of beer, the priestesses, and I was just the one bringing the wheat, the grapes, the dates, and the harvest, because I was a farmer, servant to, in a past life, to the priestesses of the goddess. And when they say God, I also say goddess. And yours truly, androgynous man, founder of the dancing goddess and the dragon empire, who dances with her brother the sun to make, create, and produce all fruits, vegetables, and legumes. Even this tea was made, created, and produced by the dance of the goddess with her brother the sun, who danced back then to feed the workers who built those pyramids, and who filled the workers to build the roads and the aqueducts and the Colosseum in Rome and the Great Wall in China and in India and all ancient civilizations. As today, 2021, October 13, those fruits are being harvested to feed the workers who build the skyscrapers, who build the stadiums where, since 1984, our brothers, and say brothers because they are patriarchal, are playing a football, throwing a football, and make millions of dollars a year. So our civilization rewarded them. I do hope them will finance and give half, no less, not 1 penny less. Otherwise, we need to lock their priestesses 50 them to finance this cleaning of the environment, attaining harmony between civilization and nature, not just blah blah blah. For my allies and armies, from the goddess of infinite space, infinite stars above, the goddess of starlit heaven, who gives one kiss to the goddess, her sister, who dances with the bird and sun to make all fruits, vegetables, and legumes, and that kiss turns into 93 trillion kisses, 718 billion kisses, 418 million, 358, 156,000 kisses. Yours truly will share with my allies and armies. Now with some tea. This is part of the ongoing I Declare Revolution series. Starting a special 11 day, the cleaning when the sun goes in. I'm using this. There we go. Get a bit out, not to make it overuse. Just for this cup of coffee, there we go. So now I have the tea in this. Ta-da! We'll put it there, and we'll put the water. Thanks again for the filters to my friend, oftentimes teacher, the one I love and call sister. To that trinity of sister, friend, teacher, the fourth dimension of being my one and only financial sponsor at the moment. Got me these great best pants for jogging, for stretching, for working out, for dancing. Black and gold, and they look like, I think they could be lilies or they look like lilies. They look like lilies. They could be different type of flowers, such as a lotus, although it looks more like golden lilies. Unedited, raw, real, revolutionary art, cooking, dance session. Yours truly, we're gonna listen to some Lions Roar. Remember the motto of the Dragon Army: all willingly living to do, gotta do, be able to do the General War Integrated Total Body Training System, aka the 300 workout, which yours truly created before COVID, and which was designed, created, and made to go with a hand in hand with the World War III scenario aforementioned. And paradoxically, due to yours truly on COVID, I had COVID back in the end of January until February 20th. About, it was very sick. It was like death, pestilence, and disease. And so, in many ways, yours truly, Adrian H. Dragon did die. Being reborn, Adrian Hana Dragon, yours truly, androgynous pansexual founder of the Dancing Goddess and the Dragon Army, and the Dancing Goddess and the Dragon Empire, one empire under the sun and the stars, under the moon, on earth, for world peace, international justice, global freedom. Securing global freedom and ensuring global freedom is what yours truly is about. By how, who, how, where, what. Simple, effective, and efficient debt refusion, taking all private and public debt, refusing it, converting it, that debt, that number of the public debt, private debt total, and taking that number, creating the global central bank by biometrics, the hand, the voice, the eye are unique biometrics by that number, financing the two institutions, complementary cooperative covenant institutions of the Dancing Goddess and the Dragon Empire, in order to mass clean the oceans, rivers, waterways, lakes, forests thereof, and of course dance for body and health. The body is a temple for pleasure and for purpose, for both pleasure and for purpose. We gotta take hygiene, encourage everybody to get tested, get vaccinated. Got the 2 vaccines right in the goddess tattoo, that I have a tattoo of the goddess there in the forehead. And I encourage all to do the same, to get hygiene, to admit feelings, frustrations, as much they're part of us. The emotions, yours to lead on how to Dragon admits, puts a lot of my struggles, suffering, pains, whether financially, psychologically, my journey to be open, which on this Halloween, I think Halloween, it's gonna be 7 years since, of course, I am in the open, LGBTQ, pansexual, bisexual, which includes pansexual is umbrella term, includes being also bisexual, includes also being gay, and non-discriminatory in relationships towards trans women, trans men, or gender fluid, gender androgynous, as yours truly is both genders. I consider myself male and female. And yes, I do wear women's clothes, XYZ. I'm also a woman, was a woman in many past lives, have my own social spiritual theories, propositions, and teachings, and as a universal spiritual teaching student, because I'm learning things every day, and in a parallel life, science, innovation, and technology would have been a chosen path, albeit diverged in this one more towards the spiritual, the psychological, the artistic, the creative, the irrational, the emotive, the artistic, one that of course is a part of us, as is logic and mathematics, as 2 plus 2 equals 4. Sometimes that 4 can be gray, black, or rainbow, right? Yeah, although 2 plus 2 makes 4, the 4, we can write it in black and white, a line and a stripe. A line, make it black. A stripe, make it white. A stripe, make it white, black, gray, or a rainbow in between, right? 2 plus 2 equals 4. However, we write that 4, we can write it in different inks. We can write it in ink, that is pink, that is ink, that is sing, that is sings with the language on the tongue cause blinks. Right? We can write it in many, many different colors. Red, purple, yellow. Right? That's the beauty of it, right? It has green. The official colors of the dancing goddess and the Dragon Empire. Of course, the dancing goddess army is green, the official color. And of course, the Dragon Army red, which is my favorite color. But of course, I'm any rainbow in between. So part of education of reincarnation and spirituality as a universal spiritual teaching student, because I'm learning things about myself in this universe every day. There's so many questions that I don't know, like on COVID. First and foremost, do not know what caused COVID. That's my trinity. Second, I believe it was snakes to human beings that caused COVID. Third, since do not know for sure what has caused it, believe I cannot, that is, I cannot rule out a possibility such as an accident in the lab, a man-made virus, an accident in the lab, even a bioweapon. What I do know 100%, without a doubt, is that before COVID, 93 days before COVID, yours truly, after analyzing the situation as yours truly, the people's doctor, yes, I did graduate high school. I had suffered a lot, struggled a lot with, name it, depression, being suicidal, lonely, poor. But from the years of struggle, I'd spent many years in made my second home, the libraries of the city of Montreal, where I had read thousands and thousands and thousands of books. I've written thousands of pages of theory, of poetry, of scripts, ideas, creative writing, and social analysis and theory for a world of peace and how to advance in the 21st century. And of course, much of it comes in the form of my theories of democratic fusion, of what we need to do in the 21st century. Is my, of course, as myself, I am, as in embodied in the Phoenix People's Body, the anti-war, anti-poverty, anti-racism, pro-love party, and love is action, not just blah blah blah. That there has to be, the 21st century has to be centrism more, and private and public partnership for public hygiene, for securing the private and the public, the balance and the harmony, and to achieve world peace. And public-private partnerships, and not extreme left, not extreme right, not fascism, not communism, authoritarianism, totalitarianism, but a universal revolutionary centrism. So public-private partnership, so that we attain harmony between civilization and nature. That is part of the general mission of the dancing goddess army. Attain harmony, balance, and equilibrium between nature and civilization. And by the simple motto and philosophy of the dancing goddess army, which is that all ALL fruits, vegetables, and legumes are made, created, and produced by the dance of the goddess with her brother the sun. That our brothers and sisters, farmers, truckers, harvested them and delivered for us, like this tea I'm about to drink and the food that I'm about to cook, for us to build, maintain, or upgrade civilization. Right? The Trinity. Build, maintain, or upgrade. Well, we built, like I was farming by the Nile to help those who build the pyramids in that incarnation. The roads, the legions, and Rome, the aqueducts for sanitation and public hygiene in Rome, the aqueducts, the colosseums for sport and entertainment, etc., etc., etc. As they are today, October 13th, on North America, Hawk Island, Montreal, someone is getting, had lunch, went back to work for the construction workers. right? Or to build a skyscraper or a house or something to improve, I was fed by those fruits. So that philosophy is embodied in the motto of the Dancing Goddess Army and the Dragon Army. Nobody is born a dragon, you become one. You come onto blood, sweat, and tears, and you got to be able to do the general war integrated total body training system, which yours truly created 93 days before COVID. Yours truly surnamed Dragon, not a dragon because got a surname Dragon. There's many other people perhaps who have the surname, but not anymore Dragon. Took blood, sweat, and tears, and thousands of push-ups, thousands of squats, thousands of hawks, millions of marching steps in this Hawk Island, Montreal, or steel toe boots or running shoes that my friend, oftentimes teacher 111 calls sister, who has been for many, many, many years now, my only family, and all willingly loving to be my family. You can join, comment, distribute, direct, or bless, and my one and only for the moment official volunteer representative, Red Ciela Yo work, Red Ciela Yo work, Red Ciela Yo work, will direct, instruct, and comment, and we'll proceed from there. And that is pretty much will suffice it. Motto of the Dragon Empire, of course, the Dragon Army. Nobody's born a dragon. It took me blood, sweat, and tears to turn that A in my surname into an O. And although through an injuries and struggle, I do have a little bit of memories. I know I have a, because I have it, I claim that through the years of learning, self-education, and spending many years in the libraries of the city of Montreal and reading and writing at the same time, thousands of pages where in concise form my theory is now applicable. Debt refusion, what I'm calling for, and since my scenario, which began 2019 October, which goes hand in hand with my general war integrated total body training system, which I've created after analyzing the situation in the world and had developed it, created it. And in my scenario, what causes World War III is a stock market crash that triggers the global financial collapse, which consequently triggers World War III. In my fictitious scenario, began before COVID. Due to COVID, the stock market crash began about February 20th, 2020, and ended about April 7th or so, triggering recessions and depressions, the worst economic, financial, commercial crisis since the World War II, since the Great Depression, so in more than 77 years, right? The worst financial crisis in 77 years since the Second World War. But my scenario, the devastation and destruction, also had a solution. The solution was mobilizing 1% of citizens of NATO, North Atlantic Treaty Organization member countries, including Israel, to become the 31st, since there are 30 member nation countries, to become 31st, perhaps ASAP by midnight. And of course, to create this new institution, International Citizen Integrated Social Security Force, aka the Dragon Army, in order to secure the three essential elements of civilization for all: food, housing, and transport. Once we have those three elements secured, we can encourage people to work out, train, volunteer, do exercise, do community work, and put my theory of more integration needed put into practice. And since 1984, we had a lot of specialization. And now, because the Dragon Army will be to secure those three, just like in my scenario, which had the solution, mobilizing 1% of citizenry, creating this new institution to absorb and fuse all existing private and public security forces in order to secure those three elements: food, housing, and transport. Once those three are secured, people can be encouraged to work out, train, volunteer, exercise, massage, volunteer for my allies and armies, massage, kiss, wash feet, wash hands, massage, do push-ups, hawk, squats. The body is not to be ashamed of, is to be accepted, or whether physical and the spiritual, emotive, the emotional, psychological, are different natures, to be in concordium and in harmony with others, and in order to express our wills, our in whatever we do, and channel the aggression or the physicality or the force, which in itself, force is like fire, this element which can be used for great good. And so to channel and sublimate, not repress, because repressing will make us ill and disease, and things grow crooked in the night, such as whether you're struggling with prejudice, with hidden lusts, hidden fears, hidden loves, hidden secrets, hidden things that you want to do that you're embarrassed or ashamed of, to be safe to express or to do it and sort of get it out of your system and sublimate it, sublimate, channel those energies in order to build a world of peace, international justice, and security by securing and ensuring freedom, which I admit, the double-edged sword of freedom, with my tiny hands, tiny feet, and tiny clear dick. Too heavy for me to lift, perhaps is my friend Sometimes teachers want 11 call sister else lift it, and will be able to lift it. But alright, gotta be insured, gotta be secured freedom. How? By the three elements, essential elements of civilization, which will be the main general mission of the Dragan Army, officially international citizen integrated social security force. Those three elements are food, housing, and transport, regardless of any other considerations. Those three secured for all allies, citizens, subjects, supporters of yours truly, Adrian Dragan, the dancing goddess and the Dragon Empire. Secure the three. Food, housing, and transport will be ready to meet next pandemics. If COVID mutates, for all we know, it could be mutating, and by Halloween, in a few days, in a few weeks, 31st of October, we'll have another crisis. In just a few weeks, 2/3 of the population could be decimated or destroyed. There's no joke. There's no joke. I have nuclear warheads, nuclear war. My World War III scenario was destruction and devastation. The parallel timeline is ongoing, so you got to invest in your body. I was looking at the potential crisis for the cars, right? If oil runs out, or price triples by October 31st. It's already went up since more than 8 years, just last week. I don't drive, I use public transit. It doesn't affect me. The workout, the training, the exercising. Although I have worst financial crisis in my other life, my rent is paid till October 31st. Got March. As I have been marching for world peace for years now, and working in being an independent activist, athlete, an athlete, AAA artist, independent athlete, independent activist, a AAA athlete, activist, an artist, independent, my universal revolutionary centrist, revolutionary in that believe in the world peace and integration for world peace, for international justice, and for securing and ensuring freedom, and need to commence Operation Securing, Operation Ensuring Freedom. First, the Dragan Army, of course, in public and the private. We have the distinction private domain, public domain. For all I know, and I could shut it off and close the blinds and just turn all the lights and get naked and start dancing naked and do this if I was so ill, right? But I share a lot of my public, a lot of my private life, a lot of my struggles, my pains. I lost a lot of memories, so better not ask some questions. I said skip or XYZ, a few years, and I have some memories. I have, paradoxically, in a providential way, I have more memories of past lives, perhaps, than I do have from my youth, my adolescence, or my early adulthood. I know the people's doctor, having spent many years in the past. And so I've learned, studied psychology, sociology, a little bit of finance. In a parallel life, science, innovation, and technology would have been my chosen path. Although diverged in this one towards the spiritual, psychological, artistic, creative, emotional, irrational, subconscious, psychological, sexual. And in a parallel life, only science, innovation, and technology. That science, innovation, and technology would have been my universe, where satellites, rockets, computer science, microchips would have been yours truly as universe, and mathematics and rationality. In this life, more towards the spiritual, psychological, artistic, sexual, physical. Of course, I workout, train, exercise, paradox, getting in the fittest, lost 77 pounds, getting in the fittest, strongest condition of my other life. Working out, training, exercising has been, is, and will continue to be medicine and therapy for yours truly, as I believe it is so for many. And I've been calling since I've started my fitness journey a few years back. 77 pounds down for the mass financing. My brothers and sisters, to work out, train, exercise. It's an investment in your body. It's also for wellness. Exercise, work out, train. And we reward athletes. I'm going to say athletes' brothers, because they are patriarchal sports leagues. Yes, there are women who make individual multi-millions, but not sports leagues. There's not even one who makes close to what the patriarchal sports leagues like the NHL, National Hockey League, NFL, National Football League, NBA, National Basketball Association, MLB who have been making since 1984, averaging millions of dollars, average of salaries for each of these aforementioned sports leagues, are averaging, all of them averaging in the millions. Some 3 million, other 4, 5, 6 even in the NHL. I think the average salary for the NHL is about 6.6, I think, million average. So some make 8, 9, 10, 11. Others make 5, 4, 3. But the average salaries, all of these sports leagues, are in the millions. So the thousands of players, they're all male or men. Let's be admitted since 1984. And
And there is importance for sport, for physical activity to channel the aggressions, the impulse for aggression, the ingress for war. We gotta fulfill. We gotta have to have a psychological outlets, venues to sublimate these energies to do whatever it is in sports, in dance. And yours truly, I'm gonna make dance the most powerful weapon for world peace on earth that you can bet on. Right? It's the world's greatest living dancing millennial rainbow poet. Yours truly. So calling all, donate no less than half, 50%, owners and players. Okay, this worldwide dance league, and you, football players, hockey players, baseball players, all you can dance with us. And to clean the environment, attain harmony between civilization and nature, the dancing goddess armies mission de facto, Phoenix People's Party, calling on all, put my theory into practice over the thousands of pages of theory, social analysis, psychosocial, spiritual analysis, and theories that I've written in the past years of struggling with chronic illness, with chronic disease, with like the illnesses and the pestilences of the world came upon me. And I've been healing paradoxically recently during COVID even more with working out, training, exercising. And I've suffered a lot, struggled a lot, suicidal, depressed, repressed, XYZ. So it's one step at a time. I have ideas, projects, this proposal, debt refusion, which I've written. Take all private and public debt, refuse it, create this new unit of exchange, and finance the two institutions for attaining harmony between civilization and nature, the Dancing Goddess Army, complementary covenant cooperative institution to the Dragan Army, to secure food, housing, and transport. Once those three are secured, we can be ready for the next pandemic, future generations, and allow people to integrate and learn more about the things like we do in recycling and compost, and how we have electricity, Hydro-Quebec and plants, and to move around the big cities and the rural and the farming and the urban with the Dragon Army to secure those three and help people to go integrate, to go volunteer with others, to go see what the others are doing, and more integration across all sectors of the economy, including the arts, as you're still in the independent artist, activist, athlete. I'm just gonna
wash, rub, clean hands with soap. Wash, rub, clean hands with soap. Wash, rub, clean hands with soap. Put the water on those below. Hygiene for humanity, we roll, rock and roll. We're gonna be slow cooking in this. Slow cooking in here. I have rinsed it before. It's rinsed. Make sure you rinse dust. Make sure there's no dust. There's water on it. I'm gonna put a little bit of water. Got a thank for donation from the local neighborhood to those who donated this for the yours truly to eat it. We have to survive, to fight, do art, to love, bless, create, write. Another day by this food that was made, created, and produced by the dance of the goddess with her brother son, harvested by one of my brothers and sisters, farmers. The leaders of the free world gotta go kiss their hands and wash their feet and give them a good massage. There you go. Jennifer, lock it up, lock them up. We're gonna wash it. Wash, wash, wash. Wash it. Wash. And put in that. I'm gonna start it. Put it on high for 6 hours. Red cabbage. Red cabbage. Wash, 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 wash. Cabbage. Put in and be using it all. This wash. Wash, wash, wash. Taste the piece. Yes, I know, but you got your money. Just gonna check at the bottom. There were some parts that went bad, so I'm just gonna make sure that. Mixer. Now I'm gonna put these. These are potatoes, carrots. And this composted. push. Push. Yeah, beautiful. Yes, you are beautiful with your mane, with your crown. White, gold, and black and brown. With your crown, beautiful. White, black, gold, and brown. Yeah, you are beautiful. Yeah. All these fruits, all these potatoes, carrots, and cabbage was made, created, and produced by the dance of the goddess with her brother the sun, which our brothers and sisters, farmers. This is local Quebec, from Quebec, far harvested these fruits. So got love for you, got massages, got kisses, got washes, got love, love, love in the action type. Not just blah blah blah. Thank you. I can feed myself, I can do more art, write, learn, write poems, write songs, do some push-ups, do some squats, do some hawks. Got food for tonight and tomorrow, leftovers from this. I can continue being open for business. Business of love and action, of doing, offering all allies, armies, kisses, massages, rubs. Yours truly, poetry, philosophy, art, spirituality. Adrian Hana Dragan, open for business 24/7. Mainly, generally, the business of the dancing goddess and the Dragon Empire. Phoenix people's fight for world peace. Potatoes, board, wash the hands again. Wash, wash, wash with soap, rub hands with some water. Sprinkle on. Put the soap, rub, interlock between the fingers and clean it and rub it. I'm not gonna peel, I'm gonna keep the potato peels on for minerals, vitamins. I'm just gonna wash, 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 wash really good. Cut them into pieces. Pieces. Small pieces. And like this size. Chunk size. chunk size piece. Chunk size. Chunk size pieces. Chunk size. Mix it. I'm gonna add some more water. Carrots. Carrots I will peel. Wash. Wash and peel the carrot. Beautiful. It's a beautiful big carrot. Which was made, created and produced by the dance goddess with her brother the sun. bite-sized pieces again. They're bite-sized pieces. Carrots. Mix it in. Time to look like a good mixture of colors of the autumn. So of course, yellowish, reddish, orangey. Okay, support Dragan armies, mission, vision, and plans for food security. All food producers. And now we have a, call this a white carrot, but it's actually a turnip. It's not white, it's a white carrot. The turnip. I actually like this a lot. It looks like a white carrot, yeah. It does look a lot, but it's a root, right? But it's not a white carrot, it's a turnip. We'll see. This is my white carrot. This one's lacking taste a bit, but usually I like one. I get more flavor now at the middle, but not tiny small pieces. Go. Now rutabaga. Hot, hot. As I'm gonna peel, wash. Especially the South Pole and the North Pole. South Pole is like a. Oh, so good. I love the smell of rutabaga. I love the smell of rutabaga. Bake me bagels with a ruta, would ya? When I say trilly, you see rilla push-ups. Leaders of the free will drop down do some push-ups. Dragan Zero, yup. Ain't got no money for the studio. They listening to rappers that be living in gated communities, yo. Been rapping since 2007. They made multi-millionaires. What they got in common with the street folk? 13 years, they done made them millions. They were millionaire in 2007, yo. Ain't no name calling, but you lost all your street cred, yo. Potato, frigo, ligo, les a mother roll, eat some more. You already table full, yo, selfish poison, bitch, ho. Didn't know. So an underground rapper since 1996. Best freestyle rapper of 2021. Because the rutabaga into small pieces. I like more the smell than the taste. I like more the smell than the taste. Watch it with a good lace. Shoes don't need no lace. Kanye, Mary, yours truly, BDSM switch, marriage for world PCFs. Hiccups, slick tricks, million kisses, goddess. They say too much God in the rap on the God with the goddess. Say kiss, bless. With your hair long, you can twerk up into this, slow the sleeves. Do the ballet, do the twerk up and go to the streets. Go to harmony with them, please. Skyscrapers up in this. This is poetry 21. Yep. Underground rapper, that's a fact licks. It's cover hygiene standards. They say they don't want to get the vaccine. Well, I got it and I already tatted up. Girl. And we got the rutabaga. Always amazes me how you look at it a medium size, but then it gives you so much. That was a medium size rutabaga. Medium, kill him with some loving. Medium size rutabaga. Yep. Mix it up some more. And we got one more potato on the loose. Potato on the loose. Screws will put your piano, sing it up. Let me see you go to potato. Wash it and not peel it. You can peel it, but gotta keep the nutrients on it. In my brain repairing parallel life connection Skynet. Potato. Wow. Amazing. It's full. I was gonna put this cabbage too, but I guess not. But I do have one more carrot. Although this, what we'll do, this cabbage, because I do want to use it, it has to be used. So this will go down. Add the carrots. After this carrot, peel this carrot. We'll see what it goes, what it looks like. There you go. Peel it in, wash it. Chop, 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 chop. Okay. Piece falls down, I gotta wash it. There we go. Chop, 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 chop. Carrot in. Now I'm gonna cover it. Oh, this cabbage. Guess, well, we'll add 3 leaves of it because they go, otherwise they're gonna go bad. This one, Beautiful cabbage.
Or for save for later.
Or she may be added after an hour or two when if it diminishes or if you need to add some more water. And add some hot sauce. Bad parts. There's not much salvaging these, so compost. Compost, compost, compost. Oh, compost. Art, beautiful art. Beautiful compost art. I'm a compost right there, practical. COMPOST, 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 compost. Compose a song for Mother Nature, greatest artist, compost. Yep, you can smoke that blunt. I don't mind twerking on my face either, yo. What are you who screaming? Do it for the purpose, general warfare, bro. Just don't bark too much at me. Gonna roar, hush 'em up, dogs, baby, woof, 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 yo. On the creep, on the creep, on the creep. Spit, lips closed, the fridge. Compost. Compost some more. And that's clean. Cleaning. I'm gonna let that there. I just need to find some spices. What spices? First, I do is clean the area. Clean all the area, then floors. Add some more water first. You're gonna need to add more water. Now we're gonna clean here. This. Water and soap. In the area. Clean, rinse. And another one. 3 times, thrice. Rinse this. Dry, 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 dry. Dry it up. I'll leave it wet. Good. Now, this down here. This here. There. This here. This there. And this here. This there. Go. Dry. Wash. Knife. Peeler. See the green and the red, the official colors of the Dancing Goddess and the Dragon Empire. Red for the Dragon Army, respectively. Green for the Dancing Goddess Army. No. Go. That's good to go. And now I got food cooking. I need to find the spice. One last thing to do is spice it up. Oh no, gotta clean the floors first. Clean, clean, clean. Millennials. Fellow millennials, I'm a millennial. Rainbow dancing, greatest living poet millennial. Clean. Yo. Clean your rooms. I love you. Clean your rooms. Millennials born between 1981 1996. My message for a while now. Since 2000. Since the year 2000. For 2 decades has been clean your rooms. But now's the 2021, right before the Halloween. We'll do it. We'll do it. Again. More cleaning to do underneath. This. Right. Be right back. Soap it up. Your fingers, rub it in between. On the palm and on the sides, both sides with this soap. And rinse, 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 rinse. Rinse, 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 rinse. Rinse, 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 rinse. One last thing before we dance workout. Spices. Be right back and go see spices I got left. Found 3 spices and a fourth, but for beef. And there's no meat in there, so I'm gonna put chicken, although there's no meat. Chicken seasoning, French fry seasoning, and paprika. Paprika. Add these. Oh, 6 o'clock news. News. Shh.
On delays westbound side of the Met, I-44 out to DeCarry for northbound DeCarry. Still a tough drive. Sherbrooke up to the top. Southbound DeCarry delays.
Montreal Hawk Island news, baby.
Well, volume southbound
News time.
the Laforantre and the bridge. Enjoy October offers with delivery credits of $4,000 on the
93 minutes in, holy sacred number, bless my, telemize, nominated, Baba, knew it, hold it,
Blazer from the CJAD 800 Traffic Center. This is CJAD 800.
The minister said no to a deadline extension, but that was yesterday. Arrest in a triple murder and a shooting in broad daylight. And the final frontier, a voyage to the edge of space and back.
CTV News with Mitsumi Takahashi.
Good evening. The health minister said there was absolutely no changing the vaccination deadline for healthcare workers. But that was yesterday. Today, Christian Dubé said he was pushing the deadline back a month to November 15th. He said holding to this Friday's deadline would have been too much for the system to handle. Here's Kelly Gregg.
In fewer than 24 hours, the health minister went from no exceptions.
Or will you postpone the deadline for mandatory vaccination?
No change.
To a deadline extension.
We took the difficult decision late last night, to postpone the implementation of the decree.
Unvaccinated healthcare workers now have another month until November 15th to get their shot or face suspension without pay. 22,000 workers are not fully vaccinated. Without them, the health minister said 35 operating rooms across the province would have to close. There would be 600 fewer hospital beds available, and 35% of public seniors' residences would have had reduced care. It would have been too much to handle.
You can't not dialyze
people. You can't not have critical care beds. You can't not. You have to have access to emergency rooms in all regions.
The health minister was asked what difference 30 days would make in convincing unvaccinated employees to get the shot. He made an appeal directly to those workers.
If we give them today this olive branch, providing them additional weeks to make their known could make a big difference.
The health ministry confirmed it is looking to recruit 4,000 healthcare staff, mostly nurses, from other countries like France, Belgium, and Brazil. But some employees are worried that between shortages that already existed and the suspensions, it's only going to get worse.
There's going to be a huge shortage if all these nurses or doctors are out.
On a besoin de tout ce monde-là, ou sinon ça bloque.
Starting Monday, unvaccinated private healthcare workers in direct contact with patients will have to be tested at least 3 times per week, a measure that was already in place in the public sector.
We're looking at ourselves right now, and we're saying, I think we're making the right decision. This is how I feel today.
Dubé hopes the extension will allow another 7,000 workers to be vaccinated before the new deadline is up in another 30 days. Kelly Gregg, CTV News.
Quebec is expanding the criteria for rapid tests in schools if a student should test positive. The tests are already being used on children who show symptoms in some schools in Montreal North, Park Extension, and St. Leonard. Those are all neighborhoods considered hotspots for COVID-19. But as of this week, if a child were to show symptoms and test positive, all the classmates will be tested, regardless of whether they show symptoms. The Education Ministry says members of the St. John's Ambulance will be helping to administer the tests. It's been over a year and a half since Canadians have been allowed to cross over into the U.S. by land. But that will change, at least for people who are fully vaccinated. Now, Caroline, the U.S. reopening its land borders to Canada and Mexico in November.
Yes, for the first time in over 19 months, non-essential travel will be allowed again from Canada to the U.S. So this means Canadians will be able to drive across the border again or take ferries.
Recycling, watch the recycling.
Here's the announcement from an American official this morning.
We are here with good news, finally. After 19 months, the U.S. border will be open to our Canadian neighbors. There will be a vaccine requirement, but no testing requirement.
Good news it is, especially for those wanting to drive across to see family and friends and go for longer periods. For snowbirds who paid huge fees to ship their cars to places like Florida last year, they'll now be able to drive them again across the border just in time for the colder weather. Also, it's good news for border towns like Plattsburgh and the whole North Country Chamber of Commerce. They don't have figures yet for how much Canadian business they lost from 2019 to now, but given the effect on tourism, shopping, and manufacturing, which also took a hit, it is likely substantial.
We're in the middle of a tourism impact study right now, really comparing what 2019 looked like compared to 2020. But all in all, everyone is ready for this announcement and ready to see people come back and can say without needing a study, the numbers are down and we now know how important this relationship truly is.
Canada, of course, opened its borders to Americans wanting to come here August the 9th, provided they were fully vaccinated. So many were saying this was only fair. And while some Canadian vaccines, including AstraZeneca and mixed-dose vaccines, have not been recognized in the U.S. yet, the White House is suggesting that they are looking at that. And while many Canadians are not in a rush to go to the U.S., given the tensions over vaccination in some states, Christy Kennedy from the North Country Chamber of Commerce says vaccination rates in that part of the country are good, and there are precautions in place at all stores and restaurants. So no specific date yet, but the current border restrictions end October 21st. They've been going month to month, so the expectation is this will happen in early November, just in time for Black Friday and the cold weather, where up to 900,000 Canadian snowbirds could be planning to go back for those long-awaited trips across the border to southern climes again. Mitz.
Okay, thank you very much, Caroline. So, The U.S. land border will reopen to fully vaccinated Canadians next month. On Talk by Montreal today, we'd like to know whether you're planning to travel to the U.S. You can let us know by voting on CTV News.
By foot, maybe. Jogging, marching, crossing the border, marching, jogging. The Dragan dancing Goddess Empire, yeah, but otherwise, no car, public transit, yours truly. Ready to rock and roll. We're gonna do a dance, workout, rap, art, stretch before commencing. Now that we got the food, I'm gonna put in water on it. A little water. And it's spiced. It's full. It stops. It claps. It's on high. 6:06 p.m. EST, Hawk Island. Just listen to the news. And we are ready to rumble, rock and roll. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do a 300 special Hawk squat challenge. Gonna take something to write on. Where is it? So we're gonna mark the numbers, the numbers, the numbers, the numbers, the numbers, the numbers. What are we gonna mark the numbers on? These coupons. No, not on the coupons. Might put them to some use, these coupons. We're gonna write the numbers on a piece of paper. Oh, what's this? On this. First, I bought this because they are. It says Oiseaux de l'Amérique du Nord. It's the season. It's about birds from the North America. Birds of North America. And today, October 13, the bird of North America would be, although this is not in order, I bought it because it's an agenda, but it's not. It's from the past, blast from the past, and it's not. It's not really relevant. I mean, the days are different days. Like today, let's see. Today's Wednesday, October 13th. But in 1984, when this is agenda for my body from secondhand Renaissance Rebirth store. This was from October. So October 13 was actually a Saturday in 1984. I wasn't born. I'm not that old, but I'm close. I'm 1984 born, but in a few weeks it's coming. But also learned that Arnold Schwarzenegger was turned 37 while he was filming, still not yet released, The Terminator, which was filmed now in 1984, and this time and only released, I think, October 26th. 13 days when he turned. July Leo in 84, he had turned already more than 2 months, 77 days, almost 93 days, 93 days. So he was 37 and 93 days old when Terminator, and if you turned 37, was 36, started filming, turned 37, was filmed Terminator. So, right on this. Starts in January. Where does it start? This is it. October 13. Could write it here. Let's see the bird though. The bird for October is October 13 of that 1984. The bird here was Bernache, Bernache, Bernache. Beautiful. Oh, and there's a beautiful black bull. Beautiful black bull. Let me kiss, kiss, kiss you, head to toe, underneath, below, above, from the front, from the back. See, this is called the Bernache in French. Bernache du Canada. So this was the bird. This is all about birds, although in this picture, of course, we have the... Could be a cow, black cow with white horns. I'm not sure it's a bull. I think it's more of a cow. Thought it was a bull at first, but... And Bernache is... doesn't come to me in English now. Bernache, Bernache. What is a Bernache? God dang it, gang it, wind it, gotta translate it, gotta use, cause millennials born in the internet age. Translation in English, please, por favor. Microsoft. Of course, it's a goose, god dang it. Goose, goose, loose. I knew it, I had it. I was like, oh, what is Bernache? Bernache, it's a goose. I saw it, it's a goose. Of course it is, it's a goose. Goose, Canadian goose. Right on. That's what it is. And we're gonna listen to sounds of birds while working out. That's right, bird sounds. For bird sounds, where are you at? This one, let's see. Bird sounds, B. Yep, I found one. But you fastly got your money in and financially struggling, and you got your financing. San Francisco, they're doing well, don't you? Oh yeah. Dance workout. And we're gonna write on here this piece of paper, which is which it is a poem by yours truly. So on this poem, I'll write a poem. I'll write on it, and we're gonna do the workout on it. On the back. All right. So squat hog challenge. It's gonna be squat hog challenge right here. We're gonna write numbers. Stretch a bit. 300 squat hawk, SQUATSHAWK. So fused squat hawks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I'm gonna mark 7. 7. And that's more squat hawks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. Squat hawks. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11 squat hawks. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. I'm feeling it. It's 300 squat hawk challenge. Ready? Ready? Squat hawk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That 10, eh? And they're in the bath, taking a bath after. Ready? Do Do it at your pace if you're gonna do the challenge, but do it at your pace. Two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ready? Squat hack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh yeah. Now feel good. Oh, feel it, feel it, feel it. Sore. My workout yesterday, good workout margin. It's gonna be a balancing workout with the one yesterday. More the thighs and the laterals, more cardio. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11, and 12, and 13, 13. Ah, 13. All right. Whew. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Get ready for more squat hacks. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Squat hacks. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11. That felt good. Yeah. Yeah. Working out, exercising, training has been, is, and will be medicine and therapy. Of medicine and therapy. And not only medicine and therapy, but an investment in the body, which is a temple for both pleasure and for purpose. Pleasure to give pleasure and receive. Pleasure to work, do art, dance, volunteer, do community work, learn, etc., etc., etc. To do with the body, for a purpose, to helping others, for learning, and for pleasure for oneself, and to bring pleasure into others. And it's an investment. It's hard, blood, sweat, and tears, and to get, especially through to other considerations, but yours truly, Adrian H. Dragonborn, right here in this underground room, Obstinate Temple. Only will and love, and the love and the desire to heal and to be able to bring joy and healing to others. First undergo with myself, my own healing, my own transformation, and learning. And I got so many things to learn every day. I don't know it all, to be honest. I have more questions than answers about COVID, about satellites, about the sun, about the earth, Mother Nature, my own experiences, my own past life, vision, reincarnations as a universal spiritual teacher. And many things don't know, but do know this, that the body is a temple for purpose and for pleasure, a holy, sacred, divine being, mind, body, and spirit. And this is an investment. Have no money, living no financial crisis, have no money to invest in the stock market or other investments. This is an investment in the body, because ultimately cars break down, gas prices soar, you can afford gas XYZ, but the body, be with nature and have a love and a will to work out, train, exercise, and to grow. There's room for growth, to develop, to transform it, and to, as it's painful, it's blood, sweat, and tears, literally, not just in an abstract or mystical sense or esoteric occult sense, but in practical, real blood, real sweat, real tears, and pain, of growing. And mass finance, calling on NFL, National Football League, NHL, National Hockey League, MLB, Major League Baseball, NBA, National Basketball Association, European Soccer Leagues. Since 1984, I've been rewarded to make millions of dollars, and the patriarchal mirror sports leagues, especially the youth, to mass finance, especially the youth who are more financially precarious, who can't afford to pay for organized sports, for equipment XYZ, and to encourage and support. Everybody wants to work out, train, run. See a young child doing a pirouette, applaud, yes, do it again. Yes, run a bit. Hey, could you run here and there? Encourage for physical activities. Since 1984, a lot of more energies. Since 1904, 1947, 1963, whenever this past this is more energies coming into the world, and more energies of love and love of action. Not, of course, being and the status of just being is part of it, but also complementary, cooperative covenant of being and love and action, and squat hawks. I believe is it 10. If not, this one is 10. If not, this one is 10. And if not, this one is 10. So I'll mark 10. The last count. Ready? Gonna do more squat hawks. 300 squat hawk challenge. Nine, 10. I know this one's another 10. Yeah. Get ready for more squat hawks. And then squat hawks. 10, 11. Oh, 11, make it up. Ah. Oh. More squat hawks in 5. Squat hawks. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. Let's go to 13. 12. 13. And if I miss the count, this one. Ooh. 13. Good job. Good job. Ready for more squat hawks. Let's go. Eight, 9, 10. I believe it's 10. If not, this one will be. Oh yeah. Stir it a bit. It's time to get a bit of smell. Good smell. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Ready for squat hawks in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squat hawks. That's 4, 5, 6, 7. Where's 7? Whew. Not that easy. Squat hawks in 10. 3, 2, 1. Squat hawks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Oh. Squat hacks. Squat hacks in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squat hacks. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and one more. 11. Oh yeah. 11 squat hacks. Good job. Ready for more squat hacks. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squat hacks. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. That was good. 11. Oh yeah. Whew. Squat hacks in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squat hacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That was 13. If not, this one is. Yeah. 13. 13. Get ready for more squat hacks in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squat hacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Is that 11? If not, this one is, yeah. Oh yeah. Squat hocks in 3, 2, 1. Squat hocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One more. 10. That's 10. Oh, gonna write it as 10. Might have been 11, but let's do a little bit of a count. Got 3 rows. Let's do a count. I think we're getting there. So 7 plus 10 is 17, plus 11 is 28, plus another 7, 35, plus 10, 45, plus 11, that's 56, plus 10, that's 66 on the first row. I'm gonna double check. I go on one side, left to right, and the other side, right to left, just to double check the numbers. So 10 plus 11 is 21, plus 10, 31, plus 7, 38, plus 11, 49, plus 10, 59, plus 7, 66. He balances. 13 plus 11 is 24, plus 10 is 34, plus 10 is 44, plus another 10 is 54, plus 13, 67, plus 10, 77. I'm gonna double check now from right to left. 10 plus 13 is 23, plus 10 is 33, plus another 10 is 43, plus another 10 is 53, plus 11 is 64. 64 plus 13 is 77. Interesting, we got 66 the first row, there's 77. If this one increases by 11 also, that would follow, would be 88, but it might not. But if it does, wonder that's wow. Then what are the odds of that? 7 plus 13 is 20, plus 11 is 31, plus another 11 is 42, plus 13 is 55, plus 11 is 66, plus 10 is 76. So no. So 10, you're gonna go the other way, right to left now. 10 plus 11 is 21, plus 13 is 34. 34 plus 11 is 45, plus 11 is 56. 56 plus 13 is 69. 69 plus 7 is 76. So the count right. However, these three add up to what? So if we add 66, 77, and 76. So I'm gonna add the first line. I'm gonna do it like in high school math. 6 plus 6 gives us 13. Right, plus 6 give us 19. So I'm going to write a 9. Right, 6 plus 6, 12, plus 7, 19. So I got a 10. So I got to add 10. So 10 plus 60, 70. 70 plus 70, 140. 140 plus 70, 210. Plus the 9, 219. So got to do, we'll do another row, I guess. Is that what it is? And then we'll double check. Yeah, 66 plus 77. Gotta double check, make sure. But seems like we got 219 done. Just gonna double check. So 66 plus 77 plus 76. 219, calculation was correct. calculation was correct. So we got 300 minus 219, 81. So we got to do 81. So let's divide the sets. So let's do 11. Let's do so 81. We'll do 11, and then if we do 7 11s, that's 77. I guess. Let's just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. Sometimes it's better just do. If I do a little bit of extra, it's okay. 11. So 219 plus 11 is 230. We got 70 left. 70. Let's go. 10. On your mark. Dance. Booty booty. Let's go. Rock and roll, baby. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is that 10? If not, this one is. 10. 10. And again, 10. I think that's 10. If not, that one will be Whew. Yeah. 50 left. Feeling it. We've done more than 2/3. We're actually close to around 4/4. What is 4/4 of 300? Yeah, I think 4/4 of 300. It's 75 is a quarter, right? A third is 60 is 100. A third is 33.3333%. A quarter of something is in percentages 25, right? 4/4 gives you 100 cents for $1 in percentages. That's the ratio. So out of divide 300 by 4 comes out to 75, right? 75 times 2, 150. 150 times 2 is 300. 2 times 2, this is 4. So 77, 75. 75 is 1/4 of 300. So we done 3/4, even more, a bit more. 3/4 is 75 plus 75 is 150 plus 75 is 225. So we passed 3/4 now. 3/4 done. 3/4. Let's go. Rock and roll, baby. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, if not, that one. Oh yeah, that one is. Oh yeah, take a bath tonight. That's for the thighs. That's an hour, 77 minutes, maybe 93 minutes. The longest usually. An hour, 77 minutes, average. Sometimes 93 minutes, sometimes 156 minutes. I love taking baths. My bath, taking a bath for me is a minimum an hour. Sometimes, very rarely, when I have to go do something or rush, it's half an hour, 40 minutes, 50 minutes, but usually it's more than an hour. Love the water and fire. Fire and water, yours truly, Leo Scorpio. You get 2 for 2 in 1, androgynous, pansexual. Whoop. Dancing goddess, dragon army, drop down, give me some push-ups, squat hawks. Let's go, squat hawks. I think that's 10. If not, this one will be 10. And where are we at now? We are 30 left. Right? 219 plus 11. 230, 240, 250, 260, 270. 270 completed, 30 more to go. So 3 sets of 10s. Sweaty, sweaty, sweaty. Let's go. Ready in 10. Squat hawk. Oh yeah. I think that's 10. If not, one more. Oh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oof. Oh yeah. Feel the squat. And the thighs. Oh. Oh yeah. Get ready to do some more squat, hawk. Squat hawks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One more. Oh. Oh yeah. So now, ten more to go. 10 for the 300. Yes, that's completed. We go down in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squat hawks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One more, that's it. Oh, and that is 300. Oh yeah. That is 11, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 81. 81 plus 81 is 9, 10, 300. Challenge of Squad Hawks successfully completed. October 13th for world peace, national justice, global freedom, ensuring freedom. Yours to Adrian H. Dragonborn being reborn, Adrian Hana Dragon, yours to androgynous. Pansexual founder of the dancing goddess and the Dragon Empire, which are one empire under the sun, under the stars, under the moon, on earth, for world peace, national justice, global freedom, securing and ensuring global freedom in parallel with harmony between civilization and nature by complementary cooperative covenant institutions of the Dancing Goddess Army and the Dragon Army by Global Central Bank by refusing all private and public debt, taking that number, creating a global central bank to issue a universal unit of exchange by biometrics, the hand, the voice, and the eye being unique biometrics in order to finance the global central bank universal unit of exchange to finance and found the two institutions, complementary covenant cooperative institutions of the International Integrated Dance League, aka the Dancing Goddess Army, to dance for recreation and for the cleaning of the oceans, rivers, waterways, lakes, attaining harmony between civilization and Mother Nature. Nature the greatest artist, in complementary with the Dragon Army, the National Citizen Integrated Social Security Force, in order to secure the three elements of civilization: food, housing, and transport. The Phoenix People's Party, the anti-war, anti-poverty, anti-racism, pro-love, universal revolutionary centrist party, democratic fusion, worldwide, love you to my allies and armies. In my name, you'll be able to do thousands of push-ups, thousands of squats, thousands of hawks, millions of push-ups, millions of hawks, millions of squats. My name, Adrian Hana Dragon. Bless you, love you. From the goddess that credits me to found the global central bank, that kiss from the goddess of starlit heavens. Kisses a sister who dances with the brother the sun, and that kiss turns into 93,718,418,156,000 kisses. Yours truly freely will give to my allies and army. Bless ye. In my name, with millions of marching steps, dance moves, kisses, loves, hugs, and push-ups, and squats, and hawks. Let's work together for world peace, international justice, and global freedom. And now, we're just gonna dance. Bird songs. Sounds of birds. That is nature sounds. Waterfalls. Some more tea. Here it is. 300. Count. Stir the food. Put this away. Ta-da! Stir the food. That starts to smell good. Stop throwing dirt, poison, and filth in my eye, brother. And at this point in time, more coffee, C-O-F-F-E, and the black coffee bean was made, created, and produced by the goddess who dances with her brother's son. Somewhere in the Americas, Central or South America or Africa or Asia, in a green bean. The black coffee bean comes from inside the green and reddish berry. And time for C-O-F-F-E. This smells good. Compost. Yeah. Do compost the coffee. Do compost the coffee. Do compost the coffee. All coffee compost. Rinse it a bit. grateful, thankful to this coffee. Cup of coffee. Write some poetry, write an email, check emails, see commissions, open for business, business proposals, online, social media, entertain, write somebody online that I love him, or the LGBTQ ally, or need some love. This coffee gives me more energy and sustains for me to love on the will, and the will and to love, and to will love, love the will. Running a bit low, but I got almost $38 to last me until October 31st. Rent's paid, cell phone is paid, not fully. I'm a little bit late on the cell phone, but I'm in the minus at the bank, in the red, minus $418 or $442. I gotta check. Got protection, pay $4 to not charge me overdraft fees. So open for business, baby. By midnight, maybe tonight, I'll get my first donation via PayPal, commission some work. Yours truly, independent artist, activist, athlete, and we'll finance and put the work of the Dancing Goddess and the Dragon Empire and the Phoenix People's Party for world peace, international justice, securing global freedom and environmental harmony. Some water. Thank you again, my friend. Teacher oftentimes. Teacher, the one I love and call sister. To that trinity of sister, friend, teacher of the fourth dimension, being my one and only financial sponsor at the moment. Providing me this filter. Machine for yours truly to drink clearer, purer, healthier water. Thanks, we will be rewarded 77-fold back. And coffee time it is. 7:18 p.m. EST in HAWK, HAWK, formerly known as Montreal, the island. North America is surrounded by the big river, St. Lawrence, yours truly, H. Dragonborn, being reborn with every push-up, every squat, every hawk, every marching step. Is yours truly, Adrian Dragan, androgynous pansexual founder of the Dancing Goddess and the Dragon Empire, which you can see the red dragon, the red and black, and has some orange and yellow on the flag with the Dancing Goddess Empire's emblem. The Dancing Goddess and the Dragon Empire, and the Dragon Empire and the Dancing Goddess Empire are one empire under the sun, under the moon, under the stars on earth, for world peace, international justice, global freedom, securing and ensuring global freedom and attaining harmony between civilization and nature. And of course, the emblem of the Dancing Goddess army is right there, the priestess of the goddess Geodidess, who dances with her bird the sun to make, create, and produce all ALL fruits, vegetables, and legumes that our brothers and sisters, farmers, harvest for us to build, maintain, or upgrade civilization. Just as when yours truly was a farmer in an ancient life, past life, in reincarnation in ancient Egypt by the Nile. Dates, grapes, which grapes are, no, not a secret about me. Grapes are yours truly, Adrian Dragan's favorite fruit. Yep, red grapes, black grapes, yellow grapes, green grapes, all grapes. Of small grapes, medium grapes, big black grapes, big red grapes, big green grapes. The Dancing Goddess army motto is all fruits, vegetables, and legumes are made, created, and produced by the dance of the goddess with the bird, the sun, Those trees, whether these tall trees that we have in Hawk Island, Montreal, or one of my favorites, acacia tree in Africa, or the trees all over the 7 continents in Asia, or but the hairs on the goddesses, the goddess who dances with the brother sun's body, who gets one kiss from the goddess of the star-lit heaven, and that kiss turns into 93 trillions of kisses. And from those kisses given to you, my allies and armies, kisses, massages, rubs, washes, hands, dance for you, love, massage, cook, bring the lotion, we'll massage, bring the food, we'll serve, bring the wine, we'll drink, bring the music, we'll dance. Dancing goddess and dragon empire, androgynous pansexual founder thereof. Yours truly, Adrian, Dragan, love you, love you, love you. My allies and armies in my name, may you be able to do millions of push-ups, millions of squats, millions of hawks, millions of marching steps and steel-toe boots, or maybe in barefoot or in the running shoes, and dance moves, millions of dance moves. I bless you with love, kisses, healing, regeneration in my name, Adrian, Dragan, yours truly. You see in the background the dancing goddess, which has a symbolic philosophy, as you see, is equal, taking equality in the size, representing our sisters, our friends, our mothers, our lovers, women, or if you're bisexual like me, pansexual men or women, but in this case, of course, represents the priestess, the goddess, the divine feminine, the women, and it's, of course, representative of taking the place in the sun and the goddess being readmitted with the priestess into our spiritual social life, as they were once chased away by bearded fools, with a council of bearded fools who chased the priestess of the irrational world, of the emotive, the subconscious, of which in dreams they speak to us, the subconscious forces and the irrational and the emotional and the feeling, as much part of us when we counterbalance and balance in harmony, equilibrium with the logic, the action, the doing, in balance and harmony, is the dancing goddess and the dragon empire, the phoenix people's party, harmony with civilization and nature, equilibrium, balance, and rich and the poor, all tall, and all peoples, all nations, all tribes invited, east, west, north, south, here from Hawk Island, Montreal, invite all. This great work to secure and ensure freedom and heal, and for our children a rainbow world. The anthem of the dancing goddess and the dragon empire will not be words, lyrics, but music of different genres, beats, a mixture, a fusion of beats. It could be rap, rock, techno, classic mixed together. 3 versions, one long one 7 minutes and 18 seconds, medium one 4 minutes and 18 seconds and 93 seconds, a short one, and even a 4th dimension 77 seconds. Will be sounds of nature and musical instruments and piano and trumpets, and the lyrics will not be lyrics, but will be children laughing, children playing, children loving. Will be the anthem of the dancing goddess and the dragon empire, of which I'm in the process of writing, perhaps with this cup of coffee, more theory about the curriculum of the education, which includes a lot of physical activity, counterbalance physical and mind, body and mind. Physical activity such as dancing, working out, push-ups, squats, hawks. My general integrated body training system can be designed and transformed from different age groups, and dancing and movement and movement and movement. And the body a temple for pleasure and for purpose, in which tonight yours truly is gonna take a bath, maybe around 9 or 9:30. Take a bath, an hour long, or maybe 77 minutes, 93-hour long bath, a meditative bath. No social media, no internet. Perhaps watch a movie later, and tomorrow workout, train, exercise, start another day of creativity, working out, offering, open for business 24/7, yours truly. And the Sabbath, of course, begins Friday at midnight, at 37-hour, 49-minute, 42 seconds officially. Almost 38-hour Sabbath. Begins Friday midnight and ends about Sunday 3 o'clock p.m. for the recreation, rejuvenation of the dancing goddess and the dragon youth. Not only the youth, but everybody willingly loving allies, and to dance, to massage, to kiss, for recreational drugs and for legalization of all drugs. not all ALL, the dangerous ones, but cannabis, weed, cocaine, and ecstasy pills, and speed pills, and cocaine, and methamphetamine, and crystal, and the drugs with standards of hygiene, and giving the amnesty for those in prison for drug-related offenses to make them legal and give them a big deal to serve in the Dragan army, to do etc. Secure food, housing, and transport, ensure hygiene, and others to work out, train, exercise, and serve and protect and ensure and secure freedom in the true ideal, the practical sense and the spiritual sense for our brothers and our sisters. Security of freedom by securing food, housing, and transport for all. The Dragan army, in counterbalancing the harmony between civilization and nature with the dancing goddess army, and equilibrium and harmony and a new world order of peace by putting my theory into practice of debt refusion, taking all private and public debt, refusing it, that number of all private and public debt. If mine is X1, your X2, and there's hundreds of thousands, millions, hundreds of millions of X's, taking all the X's, which represents the private debt, and the public debt by represented by the Y, and the X and the Y's together, all the private and the public debt, the number together, which is like in the trillions, and with that number crediting the global central bank to issue a universal unit of exchange by biometrics. The hand, the voice, and the eye are unique biometrics in order to finance world peace, international justice, and ensure and secure global freedom and harmony between civilization and nature by the creation, foundation of the two institutions, Dancing Goddess and Dragan Army, to be infused with all existing public and private institutions for world peace, international justice, global freedom. Adrian, Dragan.